what's up, my good people? You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all taking care of y'all today. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, comment, and smash that doorbell for me, baby. You heard me? Keep God first, baby, over everything. So on this note, my good people, I'm going to let this video take off. I'm playing this like, catch you by the end, baby. Let's go.
Serious matters. Mccrary was arrested in California earlier this month, stemming from a missed court appearance in Michigan relating to his failure to pay child support. But he chose to represent himself during the hearing and even presented this motion before the court.
The fact that the 50th district has completely continued to violate all of my rights, my 4th, my 5th, my 14th Amendment, my right to due process is constantly trampled. And I've figured out why, because under due process clause of the 14th Amendment, personal judgment is void if rendered by the court, which has no jurisdiction over the defendant. That's Penmore versus Neff, 95 U.S. 714 24L ED 565, and Michigan has no jurisdiction. Before we proceed, we need to establish jurisdiction.
All right, so let's spouting out, his rights and citing amendments and due process. What you think?
The points. He actually was hitting the points on extradition. Because anytime we talk about extradition, what first has to be established is the jurisdiction of the original court, that the defendant is the actual person in the complaint or warrant, and then there's a process. It's the extradition process. So there's an old adage that says, he who represents himself as a fool for a client. But Eddie here didn't do a bad job, honestly.
Yeah, I was impressed. I mean, he definitely researched the issues. I was impressed for a non-lawyer to come in there and make that argument to the judge. I thought he did a fine job. Holland Reed, we want to know what you think, please.
Or are you actually really smart? It's like stay in your lane, play your part. You're an actor on TV, but maybe not. You might want to be careful when you're defending your life, your livelihood, and your rights. But I will say, to David's point, I agree with him. It was cringy to watch, but also very informative, because he did know what he was talking to him to get a lawyer. I was like, yeah, maybe do that, only because he was coming off a little, not necessarily unhinged, but you just want to make sure you have the degree behind you when you're defending yourself. So I mean, he did come with the facts, but not terrible.
You're right, Holland. Yeah, it for him in the courtroom. So he had this to say while responding to the state's reply to.
Do you care to respond before the court rules on your motion?
There's no injured party, Your Honor. Oh, I'd like to also say I'm here in special appearance.
Special appearance for who?
I'm here on special appearance.
Sir, who are you specially appearing for?
I'm specially appearing for Darius Mccrary. I'm here pro per special appearance.
And when you say you were here pro per and special appearance, who are you?
I'm an authorized signatory thereof of the estate and the executor of the estate.
Who's the estate?
The Mccrary estate.
And your name is?
Darius. I'm the authorized signatory thereof, Darius Mccrary.
And your name is?
Darius Mccrary.
America's favorite sitcom sons, Darius Mccrary, who played the wisecracking Eddie Winslow on the 90s hit series Family Matters, and his chemistry with the ever-lovable Urkel. California courtroom, not as an actor, but as a defendant. He chose to represent himself, standing before the judge without an attorney by his side. The once beloved TV star seemed determined to take control of his own story. But what happened next in court surprised everyone. Another jurisdiction. So it's a hearing, and you've got to appear in front of the judge. And most people have counsel. But Darius Mccrary wanted to represent himself.
Complaint. Sir, are you prepared to go forward with your arraignment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please do so.
So I wanted to call attention to the emergency motion that I filed. Based on the fact that the 50th district has completely continued to violate all of my rights, my 4th, my 5th, my 14th Amendment, my right to due process is constantly trampled. And I've figured out why, because under due process clause of the 14th Amendment, personal judgment is void if rendered by the court, which has no jurisdiction over the defendant. That's Penmore versus Neff, 95 U.S. 714 24L ED 565, and Michigan has no jurisdiction. Before we proceed, we need to establish jurisdiction. It's imperative that we establish jurisdiction.
People. Your Honor, the people would argue that this motion is not relevant to the proceedings before the court, that it is now time to either admit guilt or not guilt as to the fugitive complaint that the people have filed.
Okay, thank you. Sir, did you care to respond before the court rules on your motion?
There's no injured party, Your Honor. Oh, I'd like to also say I'm here in special appearance.
Special appearance for who? The state?
The Mccrary estate.
And your name is?
Darius. I'm the authorized signatory there of Darius Mccrary.
And your name is?
Darius Mccrary.
Okay, thank you. Anything else as it relates to your motion?
I would also like to add that there's been, as far as corpus delicti is concerned, I wanted to know who's the injured party.
The court finds that the issue before this court is the issue of extradition. This court is not the demanding state where many of these issues raised by the defendant may be relevant. This court is tasked with ensuring that the defendant is returned to the demanding state. That will happen either one or two ways. He will waive extradition or he will plead not guilty to the complaint regarding extradition, at which time a governor's warrant will be provided to the court at a later date. Those are the things that this court is tasked with deciding at this point in time. If you have any issues regarding the charges pending against you in the demanding state, then you may raise those in the demanding state. The thing before the court today is the extradition and the extradition only. As it relates to the extradition, is there anything else?
Well, Your Honor, is it possible that we could discuss a bail?
Bail arguments are heard after the entering of a plea has taken place. Again, as it relates to the extradition, are you prepared to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please do.
Meaning?
You're here for an arraignment. You were granted the right to represent yourself. When you made that request, you indicated that you would have the ability, the knowledge, the education to represent yourself in these proceedings. That request was granted. You were advised that you would not receive any special treatment as a pro se litigant, that you would be treated the same as an attorney. You are here for an arraignment on the complaint. Please arraign yourself.
Well, I'm asking, can we discuss bail, Your Honor?
And I have told you that the discussion of bail arguments are conducted after the entering of the plea.
Okay, Your Honor. So I guess I'm playing. What is it? No. I really.
Do you understand the legal proceedings pending before you?
I do, Your Honor. I do, but I wasn't.
So then please proceed with the arraignment. So
I wasn't here. I wasn't aware that we were here to contract today.
Okay, thank you. The attempted to conduct the arraignment with Mr. Mccrary, and it is evident to the court that he is unable to understand and appreciate the legalities of these proceedings. As such, the court finds good cause to revoke his pro per status. The court appoints the office of the primary public defender's office to represent him. This matter is trailed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
The defender, on behalf of Mr. Darius Mccrary, who is present in custody. Your Honor, we are here for arraignment on the complaint. He's been advised of his constitutional rights, previously signed the acknowledgement. We are entering pleas of not guilty, denial to any and all allegations, asking for appointment of the primary public defender's office, and would like to be heard with regard to his custodial status.
Fugitive is before the court today for absconding or forfeiting bond on a non-payment of child support case out of Michigan. Clearly, Mr. Mccrary is not attending to his family matters. He has 2 daughters and 1 son, and this matter is regarding 1 daughter who lives in Michigan. He has previously been ordered to pay child support. As of August 20th of last year, he owed $75,473.26. He owes substantially more at this time. However, Michigan could not give me a figure due to privacy reasons. The defendant has been arrested twice in the past on these same charges, in 2015 and 2023. In 2004, he's been arrested for disturbing the peace. Back in 2023, the fugitive had to be extradited from Los Angeles for these very same charges. The defendant was arrested coming back from Mexico. According to his agent, he was looking at buying real estate down there. He lists his current address as Woodland Hills, which is not in the county of San Diego, but in the county of Los Angeles. He has no ties to San Diego or Michigan. When he left Michigan, he actually had what they describe as a TETR, which is electronic monitoring, when he left the state of Michigan. For all those reasons, the people would argue that he is a flight risk. He's failed to take care of his obligations back in Michigan. We'd be asking for no bail in this matter.
Court, again, since there are no failures to appear that he has other than that demanding state, we're asking the court to set bail in the amount of $50,000, an amount for which he can afford, and he will make his court appearances. I've already talked to people that are here on his behalf, that are part of his team and represent that he will be returning to the demanding state. He is ill right now, and so I apologize to the court that it's taken a while to have the conversation, but he is adamant. He is a renowned figure. Everyone knows. That's why there are media here on his behalf, that he's going to appear in court. And I understand what the district attorney is saying with regard to prior incidents, but if they wanted him to appear in court, they had multiple ways to get him, and he did not know of the appearance date. So we're asking the court not to release him on OR, but to set bail in a reasonable amount that is $50,000 for him to make his court appearances.
The defendant has previously been extradited, that he was arrested coming back from another country. It has been represented to the court that he has no ties with the demanding state, and most notably that he was on bond previously and absconded. Based upon those factors and findings, the court finds that the defendant is a flight risk, denies his coming back from another country. It has been represented to the court that he has no ties with the demanding state, and most notably that he was on bond previously and absconded. Based upon those factors and findings, the court finds that the defendant is a flight risk, denies his request to set bail. He'll continue to be held without bail.
Your Honor,
and that is the order of the court.
I apologize. Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, after having previous discussions with Mr. Mccrary, he is prepared to admit identity, I think he has, and to waive extradition.
He has not admitted identity.
Your Honor, he does admit identity, and he
y'all,
is asking the
I'm
court
let that
to
be let
allow
die,
him
you
to
know what I'm
sign the
saying?
extradition
Y'all know my favorite.
paperwork, and so we're getting some now. I did not have them. I'm not sure where they are from before, but that is our
You know what I'm
request.
saying, man? The system is so jacked up. It's like, man, come on, man. Like, that's LA, right? Now, I'm quite sure that LA don't have people that murder people and everything, right? They give them a bond to come to the crib. You feel me? This dude child support. And y'all don't want to grant this man a $50,000 bond. But I don't see they give murderers 100, 200, you know what I'm saying? Or $500,000. You feel what I'm saying? A bond to get out. You know what I'm saying? I be saying to myself, man, why is so naive and diverse to way when you got a person that's ain't never killed nobody, why is more harder for them to even get a bond and knowing that, and you talking about a flight risk, right? But what made me, I'm tell you, I had to look at that with the laugh. I can't lie with the laughing, right? When that lady started reading them charges out, man, dude, my drop wide open. I ain't like, like, at first his face expression was his eyes and stuff like, what the world? You feel me? He trying to figure it all out. And that lady started laying them charges that he had. Dude, my drop wide open. I'm gonna tell you something, man. If dude would have been out the door, you know what I'm saying? He better be lucky there wasn't no flying roaches in there, no flying nets, no flying flies. You know what I'm saying? They done flew straight in their mouth. You know what I'm talking about? He'd have ate all of them or Scooby Snack style. You know what I'm saying? He'd have been smacking. But I'm going to say this here, right? You know what I'm saying, man? It's like you have some bitter baby mamas. I can't lie about that. I cannot lie because my second baby mama, right? Now, I ain't saying this will happen between his baby mama. You feel what I'm saying? My second baby mama, she did me the way that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you been in a person's house 20 years and you find out a kid ain't none of yours, right? And then you got other kids by it. Then she tell these folks you ain't never lived in the house. And then you got a back page saying you owe $450,000, knowing you've been in the house for 20 years, right? You find certain women is bitter. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if he was living. The reason why I'm saying this, I don't know if he was living and this girl was living together in the house together. You feel what I'm saying? But you find some nasty, wicked women that do stuff like this. You feel what I'm saying? They try to hurt you to the core, right? Then you got some men now, they don't want to pay child support because they bitter because that woman moved on and then he figured in his mind, okay, you know what I'm saying? Since she got another man, let the man pay all the bills in the house. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna pay no child support, but that's wrong. You feel me? Now, I don't know her circumstances here. But I'm going to say this shit, right? Just because that woman living with another man, right? That don't give you the right to stop paying your child support. Whatever she do with the money, that's what she do with the money, right? But the child support people need to look into stuff like that. They quick to run around and try to see when you living in a Section 8 home or something like that, then they want to come see who living in the house, a man living with you and all this and that, right? Why y'all don't investigate the women that getting child support for some of these men, see what they doing with the money? Like, you know what I'm saying? But they quick to bond rush all that, but they don't bond rush what a parent doing with the child support money. They need to pass a law. They need to come with a law with it. They need to start having the women come with receipts. You feel what I'm saying? Showing that what they doing with the money. If they ain't doing the right thing with the money, guess what? They don't need no child support and they don't need that kid with them. Let the kid go home with the responsible parents that's gonna do the right thing with the kid and with the money. You feel me? Because, man, I'm gonna tell you something now. You got some wicked women's out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Even the Bible speak about wicked women's. You know what I'm saying? God said he ready to live in a cave with a lion, and he ready to, you know what I'm saying, live with a dragon, to be in the house with a wicked woman. And he got one of them say that he ready to be on to the edge or top of the roof or something to live with a wicked woman. You feel what I'm saying? Now, you got some beautiful women that's nasty like that. Men's is, a man ain't nasty unless he got the kid on this. The kid is from his baby mama, right? And he ain't trying to let her see the kid. Now that's dead wrong. Now that's nasty that way. You know what I'm saying? Unless she crazy on drugs or something like that. Okay, it's cool. If she on drugs, you know what I'm saying? Where she will want to still see the kid, or the kid would want to still see the mama. Let her make that choice if she want to still see a kid while she on drugs or not. I don't know, but when she crazy, no, you ain't don't have your kid going around her because you got some kids, some parents be killing their own kids. They go for men's and women's. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes they ain't got to be crazy. They be jealous of the other kid. They jealous of the kid looking like the daddy. Or some daddy be jealous of the kid looking like the old girl. You feel what I'm saying? So, man, you know what I'm saying, man? But anyway, man, that dude, man, his mouth dropped wide open, man. You know what I'm saying, man? They should have gave that man a bomb, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't, to my flight risk. They don't know what this man was trying to do. You feel what I'm saying? Why not? Why you couldn't get a man a bomb? And my thing is, why you got to bring up charges like that there if he, you know what I'm saying, for child support? I don't get why they bring up stuff like that there, and it's just child support. Now, if he in the street drinking and thugging and doing wrong, then bring it up. But you bring up something in child support? Man, this world is crazy for real. They try to dig up any bad thing about you so they can have the judge look at you the wrong way. They want to have the jury look at you the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And then he came in trying to fight to be his own lawyer. You feel what I'm saying? But which dude was smart. You know what I'm saying? He dug up everything. He called out his numbers and everything, what they should have been doing. They violate, you know what I'm saying, Fourth Command. They did all that. You know what I'm saying? They violate his rights. You feel what I'm saying? So, man, this is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying, man? But, man, they do anything, man, to really throw you up on the bus, man. You know what I'm saying, man? And you don't find women do other women like that if they go into court for child support. You know what I'm saying? They gonna bring up the facts for child support. You know what I'm saying? He will pick though because when he ain't pay his child support. What the child support got to do with his criminal life, and because he ain't paid no money to pay child support? What they have to do with it? Ain't like he went to the woman's house and then they picked him up because whoop, whoop, whoop. No. Child support and throwing up somebody's old background case, you feel me? That should be split. You feel what I'm saying? That shouldn't be more reconciled up in no courtroom. If you gonna talk about the child support, he got picked up for child support, and what he supposed to do that? Why you gotta bring up his charges because he was, you know what I'm saying, violating in the streets? You know what I'm saying? And all this, that. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying, man? That lady, that lawyer was in there, she knew what she was doing, bringing up all that case. The other lady was trying to help, like, hey, no, he need to get the $50,000 bond. You know what I'm saying? This man ain't no flight risk. You feel me? Man, come on, man. Y'all come and let me know how y'all feel about the situation. You know what I'm saying, man? Dude, man, he ain't know what to think, what to say. He was saying something. He really ain't knew what to say, and it took a wrong turn when he said, I am the something he was saying. And the lady asked me his name. He forgot his name. He was on starstruck or something, man. I don't know. So anyway, my good people, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna scratch this, baby. That's all I got for y'all, you know what I'm saying? But y'all come and let me know how y'all feel about the situation. And y'all please smash that like button, you know what I'm saying, man? You know, hey, I'm trying to get my YouTube to the next level, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get, you know what I'm saying, different type of camera, you know what I'm saying? So I can have good quality, this and that. But I'm starting off my phone. Y'all can do me a favor, push my YouTube out there, man, you know what I'm saying? Everybody start from the phone and everybody, you know what I'm saying? And then their content get better, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all able, you want to, please smash the like button. Ain't no harm, you know what I'm saying? Help me. Y'all help everybody else. So I figure you can help me too. So on this note, my good people, I'm going to scratch that. And that's all I got for y'all, you know what I'm saying? But y'all know what to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, share, comment, and smash that doorbell for me, baby. You heard me? And keep God first, baby, over everything. So on this note, my good people, we gone.